Oh, hi guys. It's been a while.
Oh yeah, man, this is awesome.
So yeah, we're still doing the Spyro Let's Play, and today we're doing the Magic Crafters world, and we have a special guest with us today.
Oh, yes, Nomad here. One of Foggy's editors, did a couple bits here and there, some music stuff on the side.
I mean, I'm still here, but I brought someone along with me who actually also knows Spyro.
Yes, I've
Yeah.
thoroughly enjoyed Spyro. I played Spyro when I was young. It's like one of my first games I played when I was 8. Oh, PlayStation days.
Also, I say special guest as if I don't want to have you in this Let's Play from here on out, because I do.
Oh, I'm totally down.
I want you to release the dragons, reclaim our treasure, and recover the eggs from those pesky blue thieves.
Love that dragon, by the way. In the original game, he really rolled his R's, and my younger brother really enjoyed that.
Yeah, apparently this is your older brother's favorite homeworld.
Yeah. My younger bro, he has his favorite homeworld was the Magic Crafters. And personally, I'm more of a Beastmakers, though very much mixed feelings towards it. It's like I like Beastmakers in terms of its dragons and aspects on the boss. I really wasn't fond of some of the level design though. Ugh, treetops, man.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, we'll get to treetops in the next part, but right now we're in Magic.
Right,
We're in Magic
Crafters.
Crafters, and it's kind of fitting that this world is the one centered most around magic, because a lot of interesting things happen in this Let's Play part that we'll get to.
Yeah, this is actually another one of those. This is one of the earlier levels to introduce Supercharge, if I remember.
When you see arrows like these, you can charge along with them to begin a supercharge. Supercharge?
Oh yes, the supercharge. I've been really wanting to talk about this supercharge because there are mixed feelings about the supercharge in the Reignited Trilogy. I personally love the supercharge, but a lot of people have pointed out that yes, it is true that the turns on the supercharge are not as sharp as they were in the original.
Yeah, no, it's very drifty.
Yeah, like right here, as you can clearly see.
No. Yeah, that's water.
That can happen if you're not paying attention, but yeah, the turning isn't as sharp as the original. But one thing that I like, it's hard to describe just to see through the footage. But the supercharge and Reignited is very fun to control, in my opinion. But another thing that I really, really love about it is that it's got a build-up effect that wasn't in the original. Like, you start to slowly build up speed as you run, and I really love that because it helps you plan your course.
Yeah, it really is. That's really great. Me and my younger brother, we did cheese a little bit with the supercharge and its instantaneous effect. We'd stand only at the third arrow up, and it would just boom, get us there, and we'd stack supercharges very quickly with that.
Yeah.
With very little risk of moving or maneuvering.
I used to have a lot of fun with the supercharge in this level in the PS1 game. I used to do a thing where I would get on the supercharge and try to get through as much as the level as I could while still in supercharge. There's a level later where I was able to basically loop around the entire level while in supercharge.
Oh yeah.
But sadly you can't do that in this game.
Oh. This world, I feel I have a lot of mixed feelings with this one because the druids really mess with you in terms of the stairs, but they're still pretty cool.
Yeah, and those monsters, they look very scary. Don't let that fool you. They are not.
They were a lot more terrifying in the original. I guess it might be just the hardness of the polygon.
I believe you.
Yeah, no, they were actually intimidating polygonal creatures. There are some aspects this game looks good. It looked good then, but man, there were some textures and some shapes you are not meant to see. That beast being one.
But don't let their scary appearance fool you. They are not challenging at all.
No.
Oh, Spyro, you're not afraid of those big, noisy, gigantic, awful beasts, are you?
Of course not.
Oh, good. I didn't think so.
Actually, I found the wizards, the ones that shoot ice, are actually a little bit more challenging than them. I really played up with the L1 and R1 buttons when I fight them.
The roll?
The roll, yeah. When you click L1 and R1, you roll from side to side. I actually used those a lot when I was playing in Spyro 1.
That move that everybody makes fun of for never being used.
I actually used it a lot. In Toasty, I would flame then L1 or R1 away from the dogs, turn and flame them, and I just got away with not getting hurt by them at all, without a problem.
I didn't realize that was a good strategy until recently, when I watched somebody else play Spyro. I'm just like, oh yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I did that a lot when I played. Another thing I did a lot was L1 and R1 away from like the beams of ice that the wizards would shoot. And I just did not falter with that. That little prance thing you did, the little square and X, nicely done. I used to spam that a lot.
Thank you.
Spyro's character model tripped out back then with up and down hills, so you could actually get a little extra air while doing this like prance. Like as good as that game was, there were some physics things that were funky.
Yeah. I try to be. There's a lot of parts in this. There's a lot of moments in this part of the Let's Play we'll notice. I try really hard to look like a badass. Sometimes I succeed, but other times.
Yeah, no. There have been a couple I've already seen. Your smooth plays in that little alley den was pretty good.
Great work, Spyro!
Ah, yes. Motherfucking, I love the designs for these guys. So cool.
Oh yeah, I didn't talk about it because I missed it. But earlier, the chemist dragon. That's like, besides the archer dragon, that's my favorite dragon design in the game.
Oh yeah.
And okay, okay.
Not so smooth.
Didn't make it that time, but this time I'll make it.
Take two.
This time I'll make it. Almost
Take
got
two
it.
C marker.
Third time's the charm.
Hover.
Made it!
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh shit, fireworks, no!
Oh, that hurts.
Okay, this time, wait. This way. Oh.
There you go. Get that.
Oh,
thief.
that's what you're supposed to do. I get it.
Order of operations.
Okay, so yeah. Forgot that that's where you were supposed to go, so those screw-ups were my fault.
Those thieves are freaking annoying.
Okay, let's talk about the egg thieves as I speed through this chase, because nobody wants to sit and watch me chase this guy.
90% of the thieves are here in Magic Crafters, if I recall.
Yes, in fact, there's aside from one exception, there are no more egg thieves after this world either for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Remember that these blue thieves have stolen eggs outside the Magic Crafters world as well.
Don't worry, I'll take care of them.
I haven't actually mentioned this yet. I've been meaning to mention this. One of the main gimmicks of this game is that in order to progress through the game and to get to the next homeworld, you have to collect a certain number of items, and those items change depending on the homeworld. So, in order to get to... Oh wait, I got it this time.
No!
Okay, anyway, in order to get to Peacekeepers, you have to collect dragons. In order to get here to Magic Crafters, you have to collect gems. But here in Magic Crafters, in order to get to the next world, you have to collect eggs, which means the main goal of this world is chasing down egg thieves. Therefore, there are a lot of egg thieves in this world.
Yeah. It's actually pretty... in terms of that, the egg thieves were probably the more annoying part. A fair while back, I did a minimalist run of this game. Like, got in less than, like, half a day, like 6 or 7 hours.
That's impressive.
But it was just going on the bare minimums of what was required to go from place to place. The
Wait,
eggs
hold on,
were...
just watch this.
Oh, snap, skills. Oh, snaps!
Oh! Boom!
Nice.
That is one of the few times where I do actually end up being a bad Spyro master.
That is a skills moment. But yeah, I did a minimalist run and just rode on as little as possible. And the egg thieves were probably the most obnoxious part of it. because it actually required a little bit of backtracking.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of running.
Oh, tons running. When don't you run? Okay, next world. You got this.
Yes. High caves.
Oh, high
One with
caves.
the
The spider.
scary metal spiders.
For kids, this is probably what asserted arachnophobia. There's just so much nope.
Yeah, and there they are. It's kind of hard to tell in Reignited Trilogy, but yes, those are made of metal, so you can't flame them or charge them or anything. They're invincible.
Yeah.
In the original game, it was very clear that they were made of metal.
Yeah, their
and they
entire
were very
top
scary.
was like silvery gray. It was another example of polygonal sin. Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Also, they had these Also, these ones in the Reignited look way more like actual spiders, where in the original they had they had beetle mouths.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really terrifying.
Please do something about these green druids. They insist on moving everything in sight.
Actually, a really cool thing I like about what they did with the Reignited Trilogy was the fact that they did bring up the 10 little butterflies to make a life. That wasn't in the original. I'm glad they incorporated that from Spyro 2 and 3 to this one.
Oh yeah, the lives. Another thing that thank you for reminding me for all these things that I've been meaning to talk about for the last 3 parts. So the lives. There are 3 different ways to achieve lives in this game.
Yeah.
One of which is you find these chests with little Spyro statues that you flame, and those gives you lives. Another way, which you just mentioned, that was not in the original game, it was added to this game because it's in the other 2 Spyro games, is when you flame critters to get Sparks' health back, occasionally you'll get a super butterfly, and they'll not only get Sparks to full health, it'll give you an extra life.
Yeah, it's 1 every 10, I think.
Yeah. But the third way is unique to this game, where if you notice, I'm not sure how exactly much I've been doing it, but every time you flame an enemy that you've already killed previously, it drops a little magic orb thing. And every time you collect an orb, it adds to a ring around your lives icon, and if you fill up that ring, you get an extra life. That's not in the other 2 games. Also, this right here.
Smooth. Shrapnel. Yeah, if you flame like those metal chests, bits of it can hit enemies, and it'll count as damage.
And you'll notice me stop for a second. You'll be like, wait, what just happened? Why did he die? Because I didn't know what happened at the time, so you see me just stop and kind of process.
And then there's the other way.
A
I guess to mitigate the orb thing with them being removed in the later Spyro games, they introduced the skill point system that gives lives.
You're right, and they also added that to this game.
Try combining your supercharge with jumping and gliding, and really explore the high caves.
So wait, are there 4 ways, or do they... I'm not sure if I get a life every time I complete a skill point in this game. Do I?
It's 1 per discovery. So, you discover it, you get it, that's it.
Huh.
Yeah, in Spyro, in the first Reignited, you're just so spoiled for lives. It's really hard. You would get really, really collected on the lives. And it's not that hard to die. You have to actually, very purposefully mess up to die proper. Sure, there's times when enemies catch you off guard, or that turn was too wide.
Or you just stop paying attention for a minute.
Yeah. Thankfully, this area here, there are fairies to pick you up, so that's cool.
Yep. I was gonna...
Fucking thieves!
I was actually gonna mention the fairies, but the thing with this Let's Play is, I want to, because, in Spyro, and I want to talk about it, but it gets to the point where, I want to explain what's happening in the game as I'm talking, but at some point the audience is just gonna be like, yeah, dude, I got eyes.
Yeah.
We know how to use them.
I can see what's happening.
We see what we did there.
Okay. So the spiders. Here's something that I love about them. They They can't. They're just like any other enemy. If they hit them once, if they hit you, you just lose just like one hit. Like they're the same as every other enemy. There's nothing really that dangerous about them. But when you're supercharging through the cave, or like you have your super flame breath and it runs out and you're in the middle of the cave unprotected, it's still, even though they can't hurt you that much, it's still a total oh shit moment.
Yeah, it's still terrifying.
Yeah, it's terrifying, and I love that. They're just another enemy. They can't hurt you that. It's not like if they hit you once, you just die immediately. No, they're just like any other enemy, but it's still so scary when you get into their cave and you can't defend yourself, so you try to run out as fast as possible without knowing where the spider is, and you see its fangs creep up behind you as you're charging.
Oh, frig, yeah, when it catches in your peripheral. Something really that spooked me when I first played. I didn't know that the druid was there, in that corner to the super flame.
Oh, yeah.
So I saw the fairy, I was running to it, super excited to get it, and then just suddenly a wall, and then I got hit 3 times by the spider. Ugh. It was a rough day. That was a rough day.
Sounds rough.
And then I quit. I never played the game again.
No, I don't give up that easy.
He really doesn't.
Oh man, nice. 100% level complete.
Yeah. Again, this is a 100% completion run, so I try to complete the levels as I go through them.
Yeah. Thankfully with Spyro 1, you don't need any prerequisite abilities.
Yep. There's no backtracking required.
Yeah. So you can tackle each and every level one by one. And I remember, back in the Artisan's Homeworld, I ran into the flight by total accident. I saw stones, I liked hopping on them. Thought it was good practice for platforming. Then it triggered the door open and I freaked out and saw it. I felt genuinely awesome having discovered that.
Yeah, you didn't need a dragon 2 worlds later to tell you about it.
Yeah. And then later I found the dragon and was like, whoa, wait. I already have that.
You know what that's called? Good game design.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic game design. Wizard Peak is easily one of my favorite levels. Because it has the enemies that spawn. It's explorative. Lots of verticality, which is something you really hope for in a platforming collectathon. But there are some games that falter in that verticality aspect.
For some reason, you'll see this as we continue, but for some reason I had so much trouble in this level. I think this is the only level so far where I've actually died to enemies.
Oh yeah.
These big ogres with a club, I hate them.
Oh yeah, they can get you good if you're not careful.
Look, I've already lost Sparks, and we're not even halfway done with the level.
Ooh, Jarvis.
Welcome to Wizard Peak. This is my favorite supercharged spot. Use it to bash those wizards.
Oh yeah. This is where, supercharge you can stack if you manage to come across multiples of them.
Mm-hmm. That's another thing with supercharge that's in this game, but not in the others, because in the other games, we'll get to them when we get to them, but they got rid of the arrows and just made it a power-up that you walk through.
Yeah. Something else really crazy, in the old game, if you went up a supercharge, it actually undid a supercharge that you had.
Well, I just imagine that's just gravity.
What the?
Going up an incline.
Oh yeah, this guy is just hidden, he just taunts.
He's just chilling there. Also, I try to do something funny here.
Nice. Nice. Just sneeze him.
Thank you.
This is an idle animation?
Oh yeah, him sneezing with a little bit of sputter of flame. Yeah, that's just him idle.
Wow, what a putz if you die to an idle animation.
I mean,
you just got turned into a pancake.
Yep. One of the things this game was rated for was comic mischief and cartoon violence. Truly, the dangerous things about video games that are corrupting our children.
So, if you're below 10, don't you dare pick this game up. We'll know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, rated E for everyone, huh? What are kids playing these days? COD. I don't know what they do with fish, but I don't care for it.
I mean, we live in a world where Inside Out is rated PG. That's just bullshit.
Well done, Spyro. Thank you for releasing me.
But no, when I was younger and I heard people talking about Call of Duty when the first one came out, I was like, God, what is it, a fishing sim or something? To which then they specified, no, it's Call of Duty. It's a war shooter game.
Oh, I just got what you were saying. That's funny. COD.
But yeah,
Well, that's what people
Oh,
shorthand
yeah.
it for.
yeah, it did not take long for that shorthand to pick up, and I didn't know what it was at the time, and I thought it was just like a fishing sim for a while. And then someone specified and told me, oh, it's a shooting game. I was like, oh, shooting fish? Or is this just a war game? Oh, okay, it's a war first-person shooter.
Growing up, I've heard everyone say Call of Duty. It wasn't until I was like a teenager or something where I started hearing people shorthanded to COD.
Yeah, COD was, I don't know, in the US, like, when I was in Connecticut, like, it was quickly shorthanded with my friends.
Hey, look, it's the dragon that tells you about that thing that we didn't need being told about.
Yep, secret world, artisan home, stepping on stones.
Listen carefully, Spyro. There's a secret area in the artisan's home world near the waterfall. Try.
I mean, I love his design. He's got how he got the map on his wings.
Yeah, the map on the wings, but man, those horns and that ball in the middle just gave me wicked Nicol Bolas flashbacks. I play a lot of Magic the Gathering, that just like, oh, that feels bad, fam.
But there are still the wizards up there. Now, how do you get up there? Well, we go to the beginning of the level.
Yeah, weirdly enough, I got confused because I went there at the start of the level. Like, when I started, I hopped on that first. When I was younger, it was like, I saw that on the side, I was like, is this progress, or is this to the side? I don't know.
Am I supposed to be here?
This feels very this feels very off map. Especially in the early games, because like all the textures are used are the same, so you don't quite know what's off map and on map. Is there a force field blocking it? Fucking force fields.
It just makes me think every single time you go somewhere new, you're just like, I'm off the grid?
Am I off the grid?
Okay, I got one wizard. Now, how do I get? Is it this way? No, it's not.
No, it's a
Maybe.
different path, I believe.
How do I get to the other?
Yeah, it's a different
How do I
path.
get to the other? No. I'm right. It's this way. It's definitely this way.
Definitely
All right, here we go.
Is
Let's
it?
go get him.
I don't
We're gonna get him.
remember.
No. It's this way. It's this way.
No.
Nope.
We're gonna get there.
I got some bad news
Just
for you,
wait.
fam.
You might have wings,
No,
but gravity
no, it's
is
this
your
way.
enemy.
Look, it's gotta be this way. Look, it's obviously.
Clip.
Gravity was not on your side. Neither was physics.
There you go, my boy.
Okay, no, it's this
That's
way.
better. That's better. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Oh, look, you can glide down to the supercharge, or, yeah. Whee! Supercharge.
I'm a Spyro master. I promise.
500 out of 500. 100%.
I don't know why I wait to make sure that the 100% completion sign is shown before I exit. I just want to make sure everybody at home knows okay, I completed the level 100%. I can leave now.
Yep.
This is
Am I
legit.
gonna make it? Yeah.
Oh, smooth. Smooth. Now, Magic Crafters, the thing I like about this game, this world realm, is the boss. Blowhard is actually, I find, amusing. Ooh.
Sounds like a blowhard.
Nobody knew what he was before Reignited.
Yeah, he was a blowhard.
Like a lot of enemies in this game, he was just an abstract shape.
Yeah, an abstract shape and something. I genuinely enjoyed Toasty when I fought Toasty. Oh,
Yep, lost sparks already, and unlike the other level, there's no butterflies in the bosses, so I'm stuck without him.
you can do it. You can do it. 2 lives in a dream. Or 1 life. One hit point in a dream.
You can do it.
Kids these days talking about how hard Dark Souls is. This has no stats.
Okay, so I speed this part up because this is a skill point. You gotta stay on this platform for 10 seconds.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a skill point, as weird as it is.
I thought Persona was weird with some of the skill points you get. This one, you get it just from standing. Meanwhile, I'll increase my knowledge by drinking a cup of coffee.
Skill points in this game are different from the other two games. It's hard to explain, but like the skill points in Spyro 2 and 3 are like they're like why would you think like you ask yourself like why would you think to like stand on that one platform or like a single platform of these wizards for more than 10 seconds? They're not even that fast, so it's not even like a fun ride or anything. Like the skill points in this game are either way too obvious or way too cryptic. Whereas I feel like those skill points in 2 and 3, they're like like I said, I don't know game terminology well, so it's kind of hard to explain, but the best way I can explain it is there's stuff that a kid would logically think to do. Like, a kid would see the windows in, like, a level and notice that you can, like, fire rockets and destroy them, and the kid would be like, oh, what would happen if I destroyed all the windows? And like, oh, look, a skill point! Or a kid would notice that you can push a block in a level, and there's a cliff, like, a little further away, and the kid would think, huh, can I push the block off the cliff? And they would do that, and they would get a skill point. In this game, a lot of the skill points in this game are, like, find the hidden thing we've put in the level and flame it, or the skill point is,
Yeah, it's poor conveyance.
Yes.
Oh. But, yeah, I mean, to be fair, skill points weren't in the original game, so they kind of shoehorned places where they think a skill point would make sense. That's actually entirely on a call from Toys for Bob, I think, as opposed to what was more naturally placed in from Insomniac in the later two installations.
Yeah, that's very true. Like this game wasn't built with skill points in mind, so like they had to take what this game had and be like, okay, how can we fit skill points into this?
Yeah.
Make them stand on a platform for 10 seconds.
That's easy enough to do, and kids will do that, because, you know, that's a thing.
Kids find sitting on a very slow-moving platform fun, right? They'll do that on their own, and they'll just be surprised to be like, oh, look, I got a skill point for that. Like, that's something a kid would do, right?
I farted on a boat and I got a skill point.
So I have to give, like...
Anyway,
Toys for Bob points here.
Thank you, Spyro, for recovering.
I know you want to keep talking, but the episode's over. We gotta wrap it up. So next time is Beastmakers.
Next time, Beastmaker.
Also, there was the Speedway. It sucked. I did it. But now it's Beastmakers. Next time!
Woo! Woo! Alrighty.